It's Kyle and Jan here. I'm Kyle Therese Cranston.
And I'm Jan.
And we're here to do some past life readings today. So we're excited to look at people's past lives. So how it's going to work is we're both going to draw cards for, each person. We're going to look, you can post a question about a past life if you want. Like if you want to know about a past life obstacle or just a past life in general. Hey, James. Either works. And then you might get, so how it works, Jan and I might pull on the same past life, or we each might get like a different one. It just really depends on the flow, because sometimes we'll pull and it might be like, oh, this is actually piggybacking off of what she said or what I said. So wanted to give you a heads up about that, just in case you're like, why did I not get 2 live? Just because you got extra information on 1 live.
Can we get the chat on the screen?
Oh, I thought I have it on. Oh, on here?
Uh-huh.
Because I have the chat. I can see the chat.
I can't. Unless I put it on my phone.
Comments. No.
And then I'm looking down all the time.
I don't know how to change it, because I have this is the settings I always use. So I have the chat. Chat is on my right side. If I did that, it would just show everything. You want that? Like where it's on the screen?
I don't know what you mean. Do it.
So I put it on the screen.
Oh, there it is. I can see it now.
Okay. Are you sure it's cool? Because it's covering your face a little bit. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Hi, Old Windwalker. Hi, Harley. Hi, Roseflower. Hi, Shining Love, Light, Truth. Hi, Draven, Michael. Hi, James. Let's see, I'm trying to say hi to anybody. Hi, Amethyst Streamer.
Hi, Sutafi. Hi, Roseflower.
Right? Hi, Mary. You're Amethyst Streamer, aren't you? Hi, Roseflower. I'm trying to see if anyone else I haven't said hi to yet. Hi, Mary Kilm. Oh, you got her already?
Hi, Harley. I didn't see Harley there, but James said hi to her.
Nice. I don't know if we can tell how many past lives one person's had, because you could have had like hundreds of them.
Yeah, like, there's no way to do that.
Like we're gonna see like the ones that are kind of important, or one that's like impacting you now, or however, if you want to phrase like your question. But like you could have come every century. You could have been coming since BC. I mean or you could have skipped a son. You could have been like, you know what?
Every time you pass.
Yeah,
you can come back every time you pass. So
it's really your choice.
It could be one after the other. There's no way to tell.
I know I've been coming back a lot, even though I think I'm kind of over it. I think I want to stay back for a little bit. I've been here a bunch. Yeah, Shining Love, Light, Truth. Yeah, you could have more than 500, especially if you're coming back. If you've been coming since like BC. I know people that
I actually know 20 or 30 that I've got.
That's so cool. I have a friend that I met who was actually around with the OG hippie himself, Jesus. He has a past life where he was like one of the disciples, or he was someone in that that entourage, which is kind of cool. So he's been coming back for.
I have about 10 I know of that I was either an oracle or a healer or both. Medicine woman. I was an oracle in Greece in the caves with the water.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was scary, actually. That one was very not fun.
Oh, it was. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm good with it now. I actually had a past life reading on it, and my problem is I couldn't understand why the bad thing happened to me. And then I found out. So now I'm okay. But it was really torturing me for a while. I could tell you the story that I was an oracle. I was reading for this man, in the diaphanous gown by the pool, drugged out of my head, and reading through the veil for this guy, and he didn't like what he said.
I think you lost her.
From him.
Oh, there we go. Oh, so I'm sorry, you cut out when you said you read through and he didn't like what you said.
And then and he raped me.
Oh,
He raped
oh.
me, and then they threw me out of the order. I was a beggar on the street because I was impure, and I didn't know why he did it until I had a reading. Actually, Curtis did it for me, and
Mm-hmm.
found out that he was abusive to his wife, who he really loved, but he killed her.
Oh.
And when I told him that, that's what set him off. I said it was on him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so awful. Like these past lives, sometimes they can really impact you. But the cool thing is like once you learn like about them and you understand like what you're facing or what you need to clear, then you can really do a lot of like good healing with it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
as soon as I found that out, I was fine. I
oh,
didn't
that's
have
awesome.
the problems anymore. I think my gift is when I'm looking at past lives with people, I can see what they're seeing, but then I feel like I can look around the corner and see what they're not seeing.
Ah, I love that.
Yeah, so they're not, they're not noticing what's going on over here that makes it all make sense,
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna post I have a video where I talk about different ways to help if you're interested, different ways to help heal your past lives. It's completely free. I'm gonna share it in the chat. And it's just a free video where I talk about the different ways you can work on healing that if that's something you want to do. So
Charlotte, I was begging for food on the street. I was a beggar. It wasn't anything spiritual. They kicked me out and I had nowhere to go.
let's see. Yeah, Harley, absolutely. It could absolutely. So, okay, I'm going to start starring some people. And like I said, you can ask a question or you can just have us look at a past life you've had. We're making it kind of open. If there's like a specific life you want us to look into, we can do that as well. So, I'm just going to look at the different questions. Got star 1.
I drink my passion flower tea. It thins the veil.
Ooh, I have a protein water.
Oh, I'm drinking Squirt. I hardly ever do this, but I love this stuff, but I hardly ever do it because it's so not good.
I used to love Squirt. Like every once in a while, it'd be like a thirst quencher.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, comfort.
Yeah. All right. It reminds me of Fresca. Squirt and Fresca both.
Yeah, they're grapefruit. Love grapefruit.
Yeah. I'm looking. Make sure I got. Hey, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Oh yeah, too. I have never picked up on these before because I don't know if that's just not my gift, but I know some people believe they've had past lives on other planets too. And I know that that's a thing. If I get those, it's going to be a new thing expanding for me because I've never gotten a past life on another planet for other people. I'm just telling you right now.
I am not a starseed, and
Yeah.
I know it pisses a lot of people off, but I don't believe the whole starseed thing. So
I don't really know what I believe on it. I've been told that I am a starseed, but I don't really feel like it doesn't resonate with me right now.
Well,
but that doesn't mean
my
it won't.
problem with it is the whole thing started in like the 1940s. So
Oh.
and there's a lot of weird stuff around it. If you actually do the research on starseed, the origins of it, yeah. But to each his own, and I don't discount anybody's experience.
Yeah. Okay,
my good friend Amy Warrior Queen says she's a starseed, and I totally respect that. It's not me, and I've told her that. So
yeah.
I've never seen a past life. Looking for a past life, I've never seen one from another planet, and knowing the history of it, it's just not there for me.
I don't know. Let's see. Roseflower, no, I don't see your question. I have Amethyst Dreamer, Mary, let's see. Sherry, James, Harley, Christine, Old Windwalker. Oh, I do have Rose Flower. I got you, Rose. Sorry about that. And then Shining Love Light Truth. Those are the ones I have. Those are the ones I have starred.
I even have a Starseed deck.
Oh yeah, I do too. I have the Starseed deck.
I have a Starseed Alchemist deck.
I have the
It was a gift. I've never used it.
I have the one from Rebecca Campbell. Is it the same one? It's a beautiful deck.
Nissa J is this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've never seen that one before.
I got my camera weird again.
That looks cool though. Oh yeah, Alchemist Tarot. Cool. Yeah, I haven't resonated with that yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not a thing. It just means that it's not something my soul remembers right now. And it could also be something that it's in this lifetime is not meant for me to remember or hasn't come back,
it's just not in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
And in my research of it, it's not something I resonate with.
Just giving you guys a heads up, we're probably not going to see that. I know Curtis sees that kind of stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, he'd be a good person to chat with, because I'm pretty sure he sees like that starseed stuff. All right, let's get started. We have our first person. All right, Shining Love Life Truth. Anything you have for me would be amazing.
I have a sneeze coming in.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. That was good. Hi, Denise. I have to email you, Denise. I sent you a package today, and I forgot to put the letter inside it, so I have to tell you what's in there.
Okay, so I want to get some more cards. I pull my past life card, but I want to get a little bit more info. So I'm using a past life deck, and I'm using different tarot decks to get my information. So let's see.
I don't have a past life deck, and I usually get some sort of information or inclination from my client. So, do you have any inklings?
Yeah, I have an idea for this one. Yeah, I'm getting some stuff. I use the Past Life Energy deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. Okay. So for Shining Love Light Truth, what the life I'm getting for you is I feel like it was 1700s. I'm not always great with time though. I'm not always great with centuries, but I'm feeling like 1700s. And this is the education card. And it's a university. It's about higher education. And this is telling me that the doors were not open to you for education. I feel like education is something that's really important to you and you like to learn in this lifetime. And I feel that in this particular lifetime that I'm picking up on, you were not allowed to go because you were female. Because I also got the Page of Wands. And I actually think what you did is you dressed male. Like you found a way to go to school. I'm getting like chills as I'm talking about this. I feel that you might have cut your hair or wore a hat or you did something. That's why I feel like it's more 1700-ish. And you did something where you almost like passed yourself off as male so you could go to school, so you could study. Let me know if that resonates at all. But that's kind of what I'm getting. And I'm getting that you, I feel like you were also an artist. And I don't know if this is the same lifetime or if this is a different one, but I feel like you were also an artist in one lifetime. Like you drew. So let me know.
I see anatomy drawings.
Woo! Because look at her pants. I see all those little salamanders. I feel like to me those look like cave art.
That's one of the decks I was using too.
So let us know, yeah, if any of that resonates at all. But Anything else you want to add, Jan? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm still pulling cards. Give me 1 second
Oh
here.
yeah, sorry. Take your time. I feel like though that you ended up getting the education. You just had to pose as a guy, and I had to do that in one of my past lives. I was a writer. I was covering Jack the Ripper, but I was a female in like Victorian England, and I had to pose as a guy to like. But I got really lucky, and the guy that ran the paper that I worked for didn't care that I was female. He was actually kind of like behind the idea, like your writing's really great, but I can't publish like a female. So he's the one that came with the idea to like run my name. I think I used like one initial, like K, I'd be like K Cranston or whatever. Like, and the guy that ran the paper was like really supportive and helped me have a career despite being a female. So it's pretty cool.
So I'm seeing from what you said, I went inside and what I'm seeing is the operating theaters, and you were a student there, and you were covering your head and doing anatomy drawings while they were doing an autopsy type thing. I pulled this unspoken words. Like you couldn't talk to anybody about what you were doing. They would have ousted you like nobody's business. You'd be in a nunnery. And yeah, I'm getting doctor. You were trying to become a doctor, or you were just so curious about the human body. This card actually says there's something you have left unsaid, a truth that lingers in the air, a heavy and unresolved. These words must find their voice, for they carry the power to liberate you and others. So you could not talk about what you were doing. And yeah.
I feel like she had long, beautiful hair that she had to chop off. Like almost like in Les Mis, kind of like had to get like the chop.
Yeah. I saw. Oh, it's the white gown and a hat and chopped hair. Yeah, you cut your hair. You'd have to. People would figure that out too quickly.
I feel like she had one parent though that I feel like the dad was supportive, and the dad was like, do what you got to do. Like I feel like your family was supportive of you doing it. They wanted you to have an education, and if that was the way you got it, that was the way you had to get it. I feel like support. So I'm curious if any of that resonates at all. So anything else, Jan?
I'm getting Vienna.
Oh, okay. Are you getting the same time? Because I'm not sure. I was thinking
yeah.
Okay. Vienna. All right.
Later 1700s.
Okay.
Later 1700s. Yeah.
Cool.
And I pulled this card, kind of jumped out because when I was deciding that wasn't the deck to use, this jumped out. It just says, remember that you are wild.
Ooh.
And this is the Witches and Weeds. Let's see what it has to say. Remember that you are wild is number 50. I love this deck. It is so pretty. And that's the last card in the deck.
Oh, I love that.
And this one's a witch card, and it's the Wild Witch. Remember, you are wild. You grow outside the lines among thorns and wonders. An ancient forest lives within you and does not ask permission to bloom. There's freedom in your fierceness, in the thoughts that no one has tamed. You were not born to stay composed. You are made of wind, roots, fire, and moonlight. You are unexpected and wonderful. So shine in your power, and what blooms in you does not need to be explained. Remember, you're a witch, and that you are not alone, sister. Don't know why that jumped out. Maybe that means something to you, Charlotte. I think that's all I've got.
Okay. And then Sunshine, yes, I did get your question. All right. So hopefully that resonates. It's hard too with like the past life stuff because you might be like, you might be like, oh wait, that does kind of sound like that's fascinating. Let's see. Okay. Rose flower. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like I said, my gift is seeing more than what was seen.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I like doing them like tandem with you too, because we're getting more info.
Yeah, we play off each other really well.
We do. Roseflower, past life reading. Let's see, Roseflower, Roseflower. So when I say your name like that, when I repeat your name, I'm like trying to connect to tap in Roseflower.
What happened to my? I don't want to use this deck.
Mm.
I gotta pick another tarot deck. That one got all messed up.
So there was one life of yours where actually you chose not to come down here. So I feel like it was one like a century where you actually decided to kind of stay put for a while. Um and you were in like the life between lives. While I feel like you might have been watching and maybe guiding your loved ones for a little bit. It's not exactly a life, but if I get that card, that always means that there was like a time where you just did not come down, where you just kind of hung out for a little bit, whether you're helping or guiding. I feel like you were actually being a bright light and helping somebody part of your soul family. So you kind of stayed, you decided to stay in the life between lives and in like what they call like the realm so that you could help that person that's part of your soul family achieve what they need to achieve. It was something like you were guiding them. So that's one I'm getting. And then there's another one I'm getting. I'm feeling very like I'm feeling like colonial times, and I feel like it's the United States colonial times. Because I keep hearing like 1776, and that's like my like because that's Revolutionary War kind of thing. So it makes me think of the colonial era. And I feel like you were male, and I don't know like what it is. Do you have any like are you fascinated by architecture at all? Because I feel like you actually built your house. Are you getting anything like that? Because I feel like
I'm
she.
getting an architecture, but it's certainly not colonial.
Oh, not colonial. Okay, so then maybe we're getting two different lives. But I feel like
Yeah.
you might be fascinated by architecture in this lifetime because you actually built a home with your bare hands in this lifetime. And I want to pull just a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can get anything on the lesson.
So I'm seeing Britain after the Roman invasion and before the Normans came, or no, when the Normans came after the Anglo-Saxons. Brick builder. You were a stonemason. And male, definitely. And a sledge of stones fell on you and ruined your hands, and you could not work. Yeah. That's what I got.
Let us know, Roseflower, if any of that resonates, like if you have a fascination with architecture. I also got, I'm not sure if it's this life, the one I'm talking about. Oh, okay. That's awesome. So you are interested in that. Because sometimes we have these interests, we carry these interests over. I feel like you like built your house with your bare hands, and it almost like a log cabin. And also, I don't know if it was the same lifetime with the guy who was the built or who built his house, or if it was the one that Jam was talking about where you got hurt. But I'm getting there was a sense of wanting to travel and wanting to see the world and not being able to do that and kind of feeling like you were stuck and you couldn't really explore. Like you wished that you could go and do more things, if that makes sense. Because I'm getting like I'm really hyper focused on the globe and like the little bus on there where she like I feel like they'd be like taking a road trip, and whatever lifetime this is, it was one where you were kind of you just couldn't explore the way you wanted to explore. You were kind of stuck.
Yeah. I see a lot of times where you were just something bam stopped you from doing what you wanted to do. In that Norman life, I pulled the Lovers, and your wife really picked up the slack in that life.
Mm-hmm.
She started selling items that were coming in from overseas and made you both quite comfortable. Even though your hands were destroyed, you had a good life afterwards.
That's lovely. I always like that. Someone told me about a life where I was actually in Salem, and I was one of the women that they were going to target. And they were all afraid of my husband, so they didn't. And I almost got like called a witch. And like, but my husband was like, no, you're not going to mess with her. That's what
Yeah,
somebody told me. And it's my current husband in this time. And they're like, he really protected you in that 1600s lifetime. So it's always nice, like when you're like, oh, you had like a loving life, a loving family.
and I feel like that person is in your life now. I don't know in what capacity. A friend, a lover, a wife, a husband, who knows?
They're part of your soul family.
They're part of your soul family. You come back a lot together.
I love that. And don't forget too, I feel like you were a guide recently. I feel like you were a guide and where you were guiding one of your soul family. It could be this person. Maybe you were guiding them
It could be
in
the
like the life
person.
before this one. So I feel like you hung
hard
out.
in this life.
I feel like you hung out for a little bit in the realm. That's what
Yeah, do you have any arthritis in your hands or anything? She says she works hard in this life.
I feel like you were a hard worker in that life too.
Yeah, I think you were a hard worker, period. I feel like if you don't have arthritis, make sure you keep your hands mobile because you might be susceptible to it. No arthritis.
Thanks for letting us read for you. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. All right. Old Windwalker.
Hi, Sherry.
Old Windwalker. Hmm. Old Windwalker, do you have kids in this lifetime? Or grandkids? So I feel like you've come back with your family several times. Like you've come back where you rotate with them. So I'm getting the sense that in I feel like it's your most recent past life actually. I feel like it might have been like late 1800s or maybe you passed away in like the early 1900s, but you were one of your kids was your parent. Do you have a kid that was almost like born like a mini adult and that might have given you like a run for your money? I feel like that's because in the past life they were the parent, and that might have been why they were maybe challenging. I feel like they were kind of I don't know, like maybe almost like not like a know-it-all, but like I know what I'm doing. Stop telling me what to do, kind of thing. That's because they were having a hard time, almost like not remembering that in the past life they were adult. But I just feel like this kid was like a mini adult. So you have to let us know in the comments at all if that resonates.
Okay, I see you on a little cottage like in Maine with the widow's walk on the top. And not your husband, but your child, well, your son is out fishing and you're waiting for him to return. And I got this on the threshold card.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You see the death up here?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those
And then I got Witches and Weeds is beautiful. And then I got the Page of Cups. You got emotional information came through. I think your son's ship went down in a storm, and broke your heart. You withdrew from society, couldn't cope. It just get this just gut wrenching heartbreak. I don't have any more on that. I don't want to
Do you
look at
think
that.
this is the same life and that was later as an adult where she lost a kid, or do you think we're picking up two different ones?
I don't know.
Mine feels like late 1800s, early 19, like late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah, that would be about that time, late 1800s. I'm thinking more mid to late 1800s.
Because I could be picking up just like the childhood, and then you're picking up like the adulthood. Because
Yeah,
I feel like I'm picking up like when you were little and like you're a parent, like I'm feeling like I'm picking up that one of your kids was your parent, and that's why this lifetime there might have been like challenge, like almost like push challenges, because I just feel like this person felt like they wanted to be in charge because they almost remembered like I was the parent, like why on some level their soul remembered, and I feel like that's kind
got
of what.
another doorway card, recognition.
Ooh,
It's actually it looks like a painting, but I think it's a doorway. It looks like
it
a
does look like
doorway
a
to me.
yeah, it
So
does.
recognition, I don't know what that means. I was trying to get a clarifier, but that didn't really clarify, except for the fact that maybe you recognize the person in another life. But it broke you more than I can say in that life.
Mm. Every time I see like a house with like a widow's walk, I'm always like, oh man, because I used to
Maybe
live on the
so
East Coast.
bad.
You just know like what went down in those rooms.
Just
I used to live in New England, and they are all over that area, and you're just like, oh, the people that
it
live
was
there.
such a brutal lifestyle. It really was.
Oh, and there's a lot of people that like that they're still fishermen. That like I know someone that like, they live on the Cape. They're fishermen, and they go out. It's a dangerous life.
It's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Well, Alaskan fishermen, and that's the most dangerous job in the world.
Christine.
Hi, Christine. Let's see. What can I find here? Let's see what I can say. Huh.
I'm getting another like 1700s life because both these cards are 7, which has kind of helped me with the time. Sometimes the numbers on the cards help me. Um, I feel like Christine that you were like a servant in like a rich home. I'm feeling Europe. I'm actually feeling Europe, but I'm not getting where. I'm still not getting where. I don't feel like it was like Scotland or Ireland. I'm feeling like more. I'm actually feeling more Mediterranean climate, like maybe Italy. But you were a servant, but you were extremely talented artist. And I think you kind of got lucky in this lifetime where it's almost like they discovered the people in the house that you worked for discovered how talented you were and kind of pulled you out of being a servant and actually started like you started getting people commissioning your work, like you got discovered and like made it, which is really cool. And like no training, you were just like a natural talent, like a natural, and I feel like you were another artist, like another like draw. I don't know if it was drawing or sculpting, um, but you were they found, I don't know if they found your sketchbook, but they somehow stumbled upon, like, in your spare time what you were doing, and instead of you thought you were going to get in trouble and they were going to be mad, but they were actually so impressed they started showing you off at like parties and stuff, and you started making money and becoming like, and I know in Italy they would come, it's almost like I don't know about like other countries, but I remember learning in Italy, like they had like the Medicis, right? And they would like
patrons.
yeah, you would have people that would like commission you, and you would just like, they would like sponsor you almost. And I feel like you
They
got
were patrons.
yeah, patron. You had patrons.
Where the word Patreon comes from.
Yeah.
Patrons, they take care of the artists.
I feel like you ended up making it. It was like a Cinderella story almost. A Cinderella story. Sorry, quoting anybody got that quote there I just had?
Well, I'm seeing a different time. I'm seeing Ireland, maybe Wales. I think Wales, and it 2nd century AD.
Ooh.
So you were a princess or a queen? I can't tell which. And that says royal crown.
Very like druid energy.
Right, and it is very druid, because the other thing I see with it, and I pulled this card, Mystic Mirror, is you had the gift. You had the gift strong, and your parents had to protect you because there were a lot of men that wanted to marry you only for your gift. And your parents, unusually for that era, really loved you and didn't consider you just chattel to be, sold at the highest bidder type thing. And then I got this card, Ancestral Memories. From Witches and Wits. So yeah, they let you practice your gift, and you you had an apothecary much like mine. You had healing gifts.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's all I got on that. They protected you, though. You didn't ever marry. You didn't want to. And it was just so unusual for a king and a queen to protect their child, a female child at that time, that in that way, and for that reason.
Ed Harley, I've never seen that story, but I was getting more of like an Italy vibe, like maybe Greece, Italy. It was very like it was a Mediterranean climate. It wasn't. I didn't feel like it was like like what's that like that like England, Scotland, Ireland, France. I felt more. It was more like warm and more. There was more like ocean around.
Well, there is the French Riviera.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I was getting, I don't know, maybe because I was also like thinking about the Medicis though too.
You're getting Italian vibes, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting Italian vibes, but it could also be because it made me think of them. But I'm definitely getting like 1700s because I'm getting both of my cards equal 7, so that's giving me like 7. That's making me think that like 1700s. I don't think it was like 700s. I feel like it was more in like that Renaissance-y time period. Or no, Renaissance would be. The Renaissance was not the 1700s. No, that was more.
Wow, Christine, that's bizarre. She says it's coming into this time. She doesn't want to marry.
Oh, wow.
She likes to be below the radar.
Mirror Dragon, you can throw a question on there, and then we'll close questions in like a minute or two.
I'm still good. We'll go when you need to go. You got the kids.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and with Mirror Dragon we'll have 9. Is that cool? Cool.
That's cool.
Okay.
Christine, that's insane. Thank you for letting me read for you.
I love it. So, okay. Now I'm gonna go moving on to James. James.
Hey, James. Who the heck was I? Okay, I'm gonna go inside for this one. Miss James. Miss James. Okay, I'm seeing an island, and let's see if I can get a time frame. It's hard to get a time frame on islands. There's no architecture in
Island
this.
time.
Island time is hard to find. But who were you? Wow. Okay, I see that like the son of a lesser chieftain that wanted to become the big guy. I feel all this jealousy and anger. And plotting. You wanted that position bad. And you were caught out, tied up, and taken to another island on a canoe, and they left you there. That's what I see. Love me some beach time. Well, you had plenty of it. Yeah, you were that angry, like jealous angry. You wanted to be the head dude, and your father was an important man, but not the head guy, so you weren't in line for that. And yeah, a lot of jealousy. Not the other.
I got Mirror Dragon. I got our vibration. Okay, cool. James. I'm getting one that was like, I feel like it might be like the 1300s, and I feel like I actually almost feel like you were South America. I'm getting like I'm getting like South America or maybe Central America, but you were a healer, so probably like a shaman. I have the shaman card, so you were probably, and I use that term loosely. I think whatever group you were in, whatever, but it was definitely like it was like that, like an either like one of those like it'd be like next Mexican. Yeah, like an elder in the tribe, and I feel like you were in a tribe. I feel like it wasn't Mexico and it wasn't United States. I'm really feeling it was more like Central or South America. And you were a healer. Like you healed others. You had the gift. Like I feel like you did Reiki before Reiki was a thing. You did sound clearing. I feel like you did all these really cool modalities. That you did for healing others. And I feel like you worked with herbs too. I'm not sure if you're into herbs at all or if you're fascinated by like witchcraft stuff at all. If you are, you need to go to Healing Hedge Witch because it's near you. I'm jealous that you live near there and you can go to it. It's a pretty cool shop. But I just feel like you did a lot of healing work, and it was just like a nice life. You were relied on. You did a lot of healing. You taught others. You kind of took people under your wing to train like the next group of healers. You love you some herbs. Awesome. And I just feel like you made like tinctures and you were really good with all that stuff. And I feel like you did a lot of healing with your hands too. And I feel like sound, I keep getting the sound here, like the sound healing too. Like you learned how to use drums. You learned that drums could help clear things and you taught others that. I also got another life that I feel like was much later where you I feel like this was Industrial Revolution. You were like one of the I feel like you were like an idea person. Like you tried to come up with, I'm just not getting of what. Like there's all these different things on this card. I feel like he like sketched ideas and then like they became, I don't know if he sketched like inventions but but I just see like coming up with like the skeleton of ideas and then going with people and creating things like during that time when like a lot of stuff was developing, like the phone and like machinery and that kind of stuff. What is your thing with photography? Do you have like any connection with photography at all? So I feel like you worked with like old like cameras back in the day when they had to like do that really slow, or it took like an hour to take a picture.
I'm seeing more of what happened to you after they dropped you off at that island. You were
Oh,
alone for the rest of your life, but you
aw.
learned a lot. You spent time contemplating. You, I see you as the hermit that just figured it out, and you were at peace with it. You actually had a happy life on that island by yourself.
That's nice though that it didn't end in.
That's what I feel. You were at first you were just horrified at the whole idea of being alone. Banishment is the worst punishment. But you accepted it and you worked with it and you went internal and you fixed what was wrong. You fixed what caused that. Sorry,
This
I
is
had
why.
to.
Sorry. No, that's great that you got that because that's really cool. Because that's like a nice peaceful ending, like that he figured it out and like even I don't know. I like that. It's almost like he healed that, so he doesn't have to heal that in this lifetime because he healed it
Yeah,
then.
I keep hearing the phrase "angry young man," but when you were older, you were fine. You got it. You figured it out. But a very angry young man.
And this is why I was feeling cameras. In this card, there's this old school camera in there. But I was thinking of like the cameras that they used where they were where it took forever, where they almost like did like almost like didn't they do like a charcoal thing where they would take the picture and rub it on something and then have to rub it again. I just feel like it took forever. You could be fascinated by
I
the
did the
40s.
shadow drawings too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, we have a crazy person on here. I love how they like call us the crazy people when they are literally the crazy people. They like go
Well, you
off.
go somewhere and believe what you believe, dude.
Yeah, well, I like they're the ones that have to go like like they're the ones that have to go
Do you
like
have
bob
troll
on
slayers?
us.
I can't see colors on my mirror dragon.
So,
Are you a troll slayer here?
oh, I got it. It was someone named Colby Presents.
Yeah, block
Uh,
him.
yeah, I
He's got
did.
a nice Christian cross there too. Go to church, dude. Learn what
We're not
Jesus
the ones-
actually said.
We don't go on your channel. Yeah, Jesus is like the OG hippie boy. He'd be like at a Fish concert if he were here right now. Okay,
Oh, you're welcome, James.
rocking out to the Grateful Dead. Dude was a hippie. Someone called him like the OG hippie, and I thought that was so cute.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah,
He
I'm like,
was all peace,
he
love, and happiness.
seriously, he would have
Not
been
hate.
hanging out. Dude would have been hanging out in San Francisco in that like canyon in Laurel's Canyon. Like if you were on like the 60s.
Kate Ashbury.
Like peace, man. Yeah. So James, I love that for you. And then if you're really fascinated with like the 1940s, it could have been maybe that's when you passed away last. And it's like you were on the cusp of like those movie stars, and then you passed away then. And then that's why you're so fixated on that time period now, because you didn't get to like be a part of it. That happened to me with the 1950s. I was like obsessed in the early 60s or the early 60s, because that's when I died last. And that when I was a little kid, I was like
When I was born.
I died in 1962.
I was born in 1960.
Ah. So yeah, Jesus was cool. He was like a cool dude. He wouldn't be like up here yelling at us. He'd be like,
No, and if they actually read,
you do you, boo.
yeah,
He'd be like,
have it your way somewhere else.
yeah. He'd be like, I just feel like he'd be hanging out at like Fish concerts and like Grateful Dead, like hang out in Vegas, go to the Dead.
Flip kitchens.
Right? Yeah, feeding people.
Feeding people. That's what he loved to do.
I love there's this adorable guy who's on Instagram who dresses like Jesus and is like, I made water out of wine, y'all, and he's so cute. He's a preschool teacher, and he is
I
like,
love
you know
I
who I'm talking
love
about?
him. I
He's
love him.
adorable.
Yeah.
He's so
I like when he
adorable.
does the devil.
Me too. He's
So
like, hey, he's like, hey, Mitch.
he's so
Oh, I'm
beautiful.
good.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
a
he's gorgeous.
one-way. He is gorgeous. A one-way ticket to hell. Have fun. And like, oh, it's
Yeah,
like,
we
girl,
got something for you.
I thought I was nasty. Like, yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Everyone should
He's
check
like,
him out.
I
He's
don't even
adorable.
know. I don't even know if I want you here.
Right. His name is like Mr. Williams, or he's so cute.
Yeah,
He's
PK Williams.
and he's shirtless like a lot. And I'm not
A
gonna
lot.
lie, I like shirtless Mr.
I like
Williams.
he does videos getting dressed with him to go somewhere, stuff like that. He's really funny.
And my sister-in-law sent me one of his. She's like, hey, he likes long-haired girls with glasses. She's like, you, because he's always like, he's like talking about his like
He's
lavender.
married to a husband.
He's like, we need a lavender in our relationship. Like, I need a
Yeah.
lavender. If I'm gonna
He's
be with you,
funny.
you need to have long hair and glasses. And I'm like, he's so hot. Yeah, I could
can
be
have
that
long
kid's
hair in
mom.
about 2 seconds.
Yeah. I could be that kid's mom, I bet. He's probably like 28, 29. I could have like given birth to that kid.
Yeah, you know what? I love the fact that he's Puerto Rican, and every
Yeah.
once in a while he will go, you think I'm this white guy that's got all the privilege. I'm Puerto Rican.
He is just, he's beautiful.
He's awesome.
When I'm having I love his videos. They always make me laugh. I send them to my mom. The Jesus ones are great.
I want his hair.
Yeah, I love whatever wig he's using because he has really short
That blonde
hair.
wig is amazing.
It's a nice wig, right? Yeah, he's beautiful. Anyway, and his partner is adorable too. I think they live in Philly. All right, Sherry, pass that.
I've never seen his. Ooh, I got it.
I've seen pictures. I follow him on Instagram. I think he's just so cute, and his partner is adorable too. His partner looks like nerdy. So it's like the hot dude and like the cute nerdy boy, and I'm like, oh, you guys are so cute. Sherry.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I don't know what this means, but I'm gonna. Wow. I gotta look deep at this picture because there's something in it.
Yeah, me too. I gotta look at this one more. I gotta pull another one. I just got this one. All right, well,
So
I can't.
I pulled from Witches of the Craft, and this one, I love this picture. This one is Angelic Witch.
Ooh.
Let me get it clear.
Sherry,
I love her sneakers.
You feel a connection with? Oh shoot! Sorry, I said Sherry, not Siri. Sorry, phone. Sorry, guys, my phone.
But
Sherry,
I'm seeing. I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see it. I'm seeing like a city down here. There's a city.
Ooh.
And with swirling clouds over it. It looks like London. I need more cards. Or I need to read books.
I need more info. I got 2 cards that I got earlier, and I want to make sure I don't skew those readings. Skew it with the readings I got earlier. So I'm going to get some more. Okay, yeah. That's confirmation. They're telling me to trust it, that I got the right cards.
This is interesting. I'm gonna read her spell.
Ooh.
She's so pretty. I don't know what this has to do with past lives, but this is what I got. Call on the angels and put them to task. For loving assistance, I just have to ask. Magic and harmony with higher vibe. Walking in light with my angelic tribe. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be. There, it is done.
I love that it blends angels and witch, because I call myself an angel witch, so I love that.
This deck has witches of every sort.
I love that. Okay, we'll get one more card on this.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I'm not seeing a past life on this one, to be honest.
I got 2.
Good.
So
Maybe
maybe
it'll come up for me when you start.
yeah, I can start. You were also a healer. I got the shaman card again. I don't know if you were a shaman, but you were definitely a healer. And I'm feeling it was North America. It could have been US or Canada. They weren't countries then though. I'm feeling this is very much before the countries. This is before colonial times. I would even say like maybe 1500s. It was before white people came. Um, it was actually a nice like peaceful time before we like invaded and like took over the country. And
Herbalist.
yeah, there's like herbals, healing. I feel like you were and I at first I was not sure. I wasn't to make sure. Oh, I love that. I wanted to make sure I was not just like going on what I just got for James. So I pulled some more info, and this is the healing card. So not only does it tell me that I'm on the right track, but that you were a healer, but also I feel like you lived near the water too. I feel like whatever tribe you were in or group you were near the coast. And I really feel like it's Pacific Northwest or Canada. I don't feel like it's East Coast. I'm getting like a more temperate climate. And you guys you guys had canoes and you made your own boats and you used to go and like for fishing purposes to like get like fish and like spear and like you made boats enough where you could get food and you I feel like it was a very lovely life. You guys had plenty. You weren't it was a nice community, and you were the healer, and you worked with herbs and
Herbs. That's what
I
I'm
feel like
going.
you made like tinctures too. I feel like you made like paste. Like you would make things like if somebody had like a bug bite, you would like make something to put on their bite. Or if they got bit by like a snake or something, you were able to like come up with something. I don't know if there's snakes in the Pacific Northwest. I'm assuming there are. But you were able to like help heal people just by like making like things that you would put on their salves. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say.
Tabs. Yeah.
Salves. Sorry, salves, and then like tinctures where they could like eat or drink, and you had a really extensive knowledge of herbs. And I feel like you were actually female, and I feel that you actually had little kids too. So I feel like you were more like the medicine woman and the healer, and very well respected. And just I feel like you had 3 children. Actually, you had 3 children in this life. And it was just nice. It was a nice life. I feel like it was a nice community, like no big dramas. And then there was another life where you and I'm not getting a ton, but I feel that let me just think on this one because I feel like it's like 17 or 1800s, like by the way they dress. I have a hard time sometimes telling a couple like the 90 I can usually get 1900s, but 17 and 18 kind of blur for me clothing wise. But I feel that you were a female. Oh, okay. You were a female and you wanted an education, but you were told no, you had to go and marry and have children. Because I got the parent child card. And while, she looks happy, she loves her kids. But then I pulled for more information. I pulled this little girl. And this funny, they're 2 different decks, but they look like they could be related. They look like she looks like she could be her little girl. And I feel that you wanted an education, you wanted different opportunities. And they're like, sorry, it's just not in the cards for you. They didn't say that because obviously they probably didn't believe in cards, but they just said, like, no, you have
What do you mean? You're a girl.
You're a girl to get married and have kids. And you didn't. So I don't know if you have always been drawn to education or if you've always been somebody that loves to read or loves to learn. And I think that stems because in that lifetime, you weren't allowed to. And I don't think you had a terrible life. I actually think you came from money. So you were comfortable. You just had to get married and you didn't want to, which kind of sucked.
And this is what I pulled for that life. No matter how hard you try, it doesn't mean you're going to win. So no education for you. Yeah. You can educate yourself in that situation, and I think you tried. But it was a time that didn't happen.
Yeah. That's always hard. I always feel because I know I'm someone who loves to learn. I would have been devastated if I couldn't go to school.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Good.
I've made learning my life's adventure. How many more do we have?
That was Sherry. Now so we have Mary, Amethyst, Harley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh. Okay.
And I close questions too.
Oh, good.
I close them. Let's see.
I start getting a little wrung out spiritually.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I should have closed them earlier.
I'm okay. I'll let you know if I can't go on anymore.
Okay.
And whoever's left over, if I will do a pop-up tomorrow and get to you. How's that sound?
Let's see.
So, Mary Clem.
So I'm not getting a time. I'm really not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not getting a time at all. I'm just getting the number 8. So I'm getting 2 numbers. Both cards are number 8s. So it could be 1800s. It could be 800s. It could be BC. All I'm getting is you weren't able to be with the person you wanted to be with. So whatever lifetime this is, you were not able to be with the one you wanted to be with. You had to, I don't know if you were forced into marrying somebody else or if they had to marry someone else, but you felt trapped, extremely trapped. And I don't think it was like a terrible life. It was just you couldn't be with who you wanted to be with. You were forced to be with somebody you didn't want to be with. I don't think they were bad to you. I don't feel like they were a terrible person. It just wasn't who your heart wanted. And I think it was just one of those arranged marriages where they were like, nope, you're going with this guy because we made a deal with this person's family when you were 4 that you were going to marry their son, and you and the guy. And I don't think the guy was mean to you or mistreated you. I feel like you're a female, and I feel like
you were in love with someone else. Yeah.
And I feel like he actually was very kind, and kind of was in the same boat, like kind of like, I didn't ask to marry you either, but this is we have to do this kind of thing. So I feel like you guys like just kind of got it on for reproduction purposes. I don't feel like he ever forced anything, that he was very respectful, and you kind of just did your own things, but you just procreated. It was kind of like, it was like a loveless marriage. It was kind of a boring life, but I don't like, at least he wasn't an asshole, you know. Like you always like, I don't know. I always like worry for women, like, oh, they're stuck with this jerk guy, but I don't think he was a jerk. So that's what I'm getting for that one. I'm getting the number 8 for a time frame. So
I'm getting the same thing, the sadness, just sad. Not, abused, but sad.
Yeah, like I feel like it was probably
the first card I got, and it's like she's looking out into the water for what she really wants, but it's just not available. And then there's this eye right here looking back at her. See this face?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I totally see that.
So he's looking back at her.
Aww.
Like he's lost to her. And then I got the 9 and the 10 of swords. So I get this, but I'm looking at the pictures and I'm just seeing the heartbreak.
Yeah.
In a pillow, like she just wants to lay down and make it go away.
Yeah.
And then same thing with the 10 of swords in the same deck. She just wants to walk away from it.
I like are you getting that the guy wasn't a jerk though, that he was actually kind of...
No, she's not abused in any way.
Yeah.
It was, it wasn't...
I feel like the parents
wasn't a fulfilling,
deal with
happy life.
Kids.
It was
it wasn't
a good life. It was a good life, but it wasn't anything.
You didn't have anything.
She was lucky that he wasn't mean.
Yeah, I feel like the parents set you up, like made a deal when you guys were really young, and
they always did in those days.
I feel like it was
Always did.
800s. Like, I feel like it was a long time ago. Like, it was an arranged marriage time frame.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
women
they're
didn't. Women didn't get to choose.
Mhm. And if you
It
did,
was. That's fairly recent that women get to choose, and not all women do get to choose even now.
no, there's still arranged marriages. Isn't that
Yeah,
insane?
there's a lot of that.
Crazy. All right, Mary. Okay, so we got Sherry. Oh, Mary. Sherry said she was told that she was a healer in a past life. Now we have another Mary. Amethyst
Hi,
Dreamer.
Amethyst Dreamer.
I love that screen name.
I like that too. I love amethysts. I have them everywhere. My
Oh,
my
me.
pendulum is an amethyst. I have a set of amethyst runes that I made. I love amethysts. I have it everywhere.
This is my jam. I also love, this is a cool one I've been using. I use a lot for readings is Auralite. It's
Oh,
up. It
that's
has
pretty.
it has amethyst in it. It's like amethyst and quartz. It has 23 different things in it. It's called Auralite 23, and you can only get it up in Canada near like the lights. That's why it's near the Aurora Borealis. I think it's up, but I think this one's Canadian. I got it from Etsy, from a really cool shop on Etsy, and I really like their crystals. I
I
respect
like that crystal. It's really
isn't it
cool.
cool? And it looks like an arrow. And when I get nervous, I rub, or when I'm reading, I rub it. But it
And
has
I
like
usually only go for fairly raw stones and not crazy about real. That's raw and beautiful.
yeah,
I
it's
love.
raw. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
got it on Etsy.
I mean it's been polished up a little bit, but it hasn't been changed.
No, it's cool, and I love that the tip is like it looks like smoky quartz is the tip, or it could be
It's
clear.
beautiful.
But sorry, yeah, I love it.
It's like aventurine where it's got all the colors running through it.
And you can see the band. You can see like the smoky quartz in it. You can see I think there's some citrine in there. There's 23 different minerals in it.
Ooh, have
Okay,
a
here, sorry.
jumper. Wow. Okay. Let me see where this is, when this is.
I'm getting a lot of love stuff tonight. Mm.
I'm trying to figure out when this is. Wow, this is really old. Like Sumerian, Assyrian old.
Ooh. Damn, I've never gone back that far. That's cool.
Who were you? It's vague. It's really vague.
I got two. I'm just getting more information on both of them. I'm getting some really nice lives in this one, which is nice. I'm not getting like a ton of traumatic
I'm
stuff.
getting a couple of dark ones. This one feels dark. I don't know what you were doing, but they did not want you to do it. You were male. You got a huge warning from royalty to stop what you were doing. And I'm not sure what it was. I feel like you were building something that you weren't supposed to, like a temple of something you weren't supposed to worship. There we go. So it says the road ahead of you is dark and foreboding, hinting of trials yet to come. This is your opportunity to reevaluate the situation and decide whether or not to proceed. So you were warned not to do it. You didn't listen. and there was a huge setback. This one, it's so hard because this is so old. I mean, can you see these ancient buildings?
Yeah, I've never gone back that far. That's cool though.
There's ancient buildings. This roadblock may set the universe, maybe the universe's way of steering you towards something better. If progress feels impossible, consider whether or not timing or the path itself needs to shift. I feel like you were building something to worship that you were not supposed to, the golden calf kind of thing, but not that, and what it's left you with is painful memories about religion. This one. So it says memories arise uncontrollably, dragging you into the past. These echoes are not here to torment you, but to teach you. Face them, understand them, and allow them to release their grip. So I feel like you've had issues with spirituality and religion, and back then it was like death penalty kind of stuff. So that did not go well for you. Mm-hmm. And now it's affecting you in ways about really trying to find what you believe. That's all I got on that. It's vague.
I got two. I got one nice happy one. I got another. I've been getting a lot of like you were some kind of native. I feel like it was, I actually feel like it was another like Pacific Northwest or like Northern California or some kind of coastal area where you're near water. Or it could be on the Great Lakes too. It doesn't always have to be on the coast, but I feel like you were near water.
I'm feeling Botany Bay.
Okay, cool. I don't even know where that is. Where's that?
That's Australia.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. That's awesome because it was just a nice community. I got the Hierophant, the wise counselor. It's like it was a nice community. It was like a like-minded community where you all worked together. It was like one of those things where, like everybody ate, everybody had a role, everybody helped each other. It was really nice. I like that life. But then the other one I got, I feel like it's very like Elizabethan England kind of era. I'm not sure if it was England or not, but I'm feeling it's like that time period. What would that be like? Is that like the 1860s or earlier? No, 10, something like that. I should know this because I studied Jane Austen a lot, so I should know this when all those books came out. But you were a really hard worker. I feel like you worked with your hands. I actually feel like you were like a welder, bless you, or like a blacksmith or something where you did a lot of hard work with your hands and your body, a lot of physical hard work. But the person you wanted to be with didn't want to be with you. So they ended up marrying somebody else. And I feel like you actually never married in that lifetime. I think you were male. I'm going to go with male because obviously you were like a blacksmith. And back then you would have been male, but you never married. And I feel like there was like a loneliness, even though you were successful, you worked hard, people paid for your stuff, like you got paid well, you were respected in the community. You just the person you wanted didn't want to be with you for some reason. It's almost like
they have the pinnacle in a vice grip on that. I love that.
Awesome. It's almost like what you were never good enough. It was like nothing you did was ever good enough for this person. They were just kind of a diva. And I just so I don't know if you ever feel like somebody like you, like no matter what you do, it's never good enough or that kind of thing. Any of those things could be like calling back, like call to the past. Harley wants to know if her male best friend and her were romantic in a past life and they've come back to reconnect. Well, they're definitely part of your soul family. If you feel that deep of a connection with them, that means they're part of your soul family.
Oh, another deck is calling me. I'm gonna have a big cleanup to do here. I pull out all these decks. Half of them I don't use, and then other decks keep calling. So.
Harley, you and your best friend.
I'm getting a yes. Definitely getting a yes. I pulled a card of joy.
I think you were meant to reconnect in this lifetime. I don't know if you were romantic though. I haven't gotten that, but if you got, that's awesome.
I
So I
can
got,
ask my pendulum.
yeah.
That's a yes or no. Were you romantic in another life?
I feel like this life was meant to balance you two out. Balance was this is like a balancing of the scales in this life, or maybe like your relationship was unbalanced in a past life. In this lifetime, since you're best friends, you're gonna make it balanced, kind of thing. Like in terms of give and take, give and receive.
It's kind of short. May I ask a question?
Harley, of you two, which is the one that like can't sit still? Which is the one that always wants
I'm
to
getting
travel?
a no. I may not ask a question. So much for that idea.
Of the two of you, which one is the one who who likes to do, like, who wants to get out and do things a lot? Who wants to see the world? Which one of you loves to travel? Because what I'm getting is in a past life, like there was it was an imbalance of give and take, and that one of you was such an explorer that you left the other one to go travel and left the other one. And I'm assuming there's like heartbreak. You're the one. So in this lifetime, it's meant to balance that, which is always cool. Like that's not like a horrible lesson too. It's like a nice learning how to give and take, learning how to be there for each other, to let him be there for you to be there for him, and like to make it like almost like a nice tennis match instead of like everyone one of you is just like constantly serving to the other. But I got so I got Archangel Raguel, but I was really focused on the balancing, and also Archangel Raguel brings like people like your soul family into your life. And then I got the Explorer card, so that's telling me that one of you, and then I just saw one of you wanted to just couldn't sit still, wanted to explore the world, and the other one wanted to kind of have just do the thing, have a family, have a home, and left the other one kind of brokenhearted.
So I got. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Oh, I think the person that left though regretted it. They regretted leaving. Once they did. I'm not sure who was who though.
You're asking if you are romantic. I trust your intuition. You know. I don't know if you're back to reconnect romantically this time, but I have found that the best relationships come from friendship first.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck.
Your husband and I were friends first.
The best relationship you can have is with your best friend.
Mm-hmm. I just read a really good, you should read this book, Harley, if you like steamy rom-coms. It's Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by who's it by? It's by Lauren Christina. It's these two women that write together. One's name is Lauren, one's name is Christina, but it's cute. It's a steamy rom-com about two best friends, and it's adorable. And there's some steam, girl, it is steamy. There are some sex scenes in there, and I was like, damn, Christina Lauren. But I also feel like that whoever left regretted it, because this is like this is reviewing your life, and they regretted not, they liked seeing the world, but they felt empty. So I think in this lifetime you're meant to like have more of a balance and not it be so
wish you would have gone. You didn't have the bravery to go with them, and they wish you would have.
And in this lifetime you can learn to balance each other, learn to be there for one another, and have like a nice give and take. I think that'd be like a nice healing, a nice way to heal that. I think you've been with him more than once. He's full soul family, so you've come. I feel like you were siblings in a past life too. I don't know which one, but I'm getting that there's been more than you've been in different roles in each other's lives.
I feel like there's soul groups, and we're constantly coming back together because we have unfinished business.
Yeah, my grandpa was my dad in a past life. And we always had a very special relationship. And I figured out later on, I'm like, when I did a past life regression, I'm like, that's my grandpa. I knew it was him. Like in my regression, I'm like, that's my grandpa.
I have one brief flicker of a past life that was like early America, like a log cabin, wood burning stove, making cookies with my mom. And my mom was this little girl that I knew down the street when I was a kid, and I knew it, and I don't know how I knew it, but I was little, she was the mom, and this person, I haven't even seen them since I was like 5 or 6. It was them. Very
Oh,
brief, very weird, and
that
our
is weird that you haven't that they were part of your soul group, but you haven't seen them in years. That you, it's almost like you
yeah, it
finished.
was a very, I mean, I knew her for 2 or 3 years, and then they moved, and I was a kid, you know, you never, but I knew it was her when I saw the regression, and
That's
she
cool.
was, we were baking cookies together, and I knew it was this kid I knew. I just knew
That's
her
very
soul.
cool. Maybe you'll see her again one day.
Probably in another life. I doubt it. I don't even know if I'd recognize her in this one.
Yeah. I had a friend that when I was in, like, she was on my T-ball team in kindergarten, and I just thought this girl was the coolest. She was so freaking cool, and like I was such a nerd, and she like was so cool to me. And when she moved, and I was gutted. And we wrote
Oh,
letters to each other for years. We were like pen pals. She moved to California, and when I was in probably about, so she moved when I was in kindergarten or first grade. We wrote to each other until I was probably in like fourth or fifth grade for
wow.
years. And then
That's a
we just
long
lost
time for
touch.
kids to do that. Yeah.
Yep. And her name is funny, is Karen, and she spells it the same way our friend Karen spells it.
Oh,
The
CAR.
CARYN.
I
Yeah,
have a
because I
sister, Karen. She spells it the other way, the regular way.
it's so funny. Her name is Karen DeCarlo. I will like never forget her. But I always wonder if I could ever find her again.
My friend who was my mom in that flash, her name was Vivian Webb, and I thought
Oh,
she was magic.
that is
When
such a magical name, Vivian Webb.
she was a witch. I know she was.
Yeah.
But we were really little. I mean, yeah, what a witch name, right?
Yeah, love it.
Okay, come up. Jeez.
Vivian is the name of one of my characters in my novel, but she goes by Viv. Viv.
I've
But
always
she's
liked the
this
name Vivian.
she's the bestie. All right. Hi, Mr. Murder Mittens.
Yes.
All right, sunshine. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. I got this one again. Okay.
No, you may not shuffle.
Sunshine.
Okay, sunshine.
I think you were some kind of lawyer. Some kind of law person that was like trying to balance, like you were a justice person trying to get justice for people.
I got cards falling. That's what I need.
I think you were like a defender, but I don't know. I feel like it was a long time ago. I feel like it was.
No, get down.
Do you have
knocking
any
over all my cards? I'm having issues.
sunshine? Sunshine. Do you feel any connection to like Pompeii? I feel like wherever you were, there was a volcano in the area, and I think it's just not that you were in a volcano, like a volcano accident or a volcano explosion. I'm just feeling like you were in an area with like an active volcano, and the first place that came to me was Pompeii. So like I feel like you were some kind of lawyer, some kind of where you would defend. You were like a public defender, or you were like the defender for whoever you were you would defend people. And that's what I got for that. And then let's see, I'm gonna get some more on this one. You had to defend people that were innocent, but that the law wanted to be guilty. So you had to be really clever. You had to like watch your back too, because I feel like because of what you did, other people kind of you had a target on your back. But I also feel like you were very smart and very educated, and you defended people that you knew were innocent, and it was kind of it took a lot on you. Do you feel like any connection to like the justice system, or like, oh, do you get really mad when things are unjust? I know I do. I'm like, that's not fair. I get so mad, but I just feel like you were trying to defend people that like didn't have a voice, almost, that people just were like, that person's guilty, and you're like, I know they're not. But I feel like this was a long time ago, like a long time ago. um I also feel that you were another servant, which, I mean, we were all probably a servant at some point, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know, like, what, I feel like you worked in someone's big old rich house. I feel like you worked, do you have like any connection with food? I feel like you almost were like part of like the cooking, like the kitchen staff in a very rich household. And you lived in like servants' quarters. And you did not get a lot of time off. You did not get, you had to work your butt off. You even like got woken up in the middle of the night if they wanted like a midnight snack. You were like on call like 24/7.
They all were.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Harley. Read that book if you like those kinds of books. I think you'll think it's cute. If you like steamy rom-coms. Like I said, it's pretty sexy. I would give it like a spice level of like a 4 or a 5. It was spicy. Like jalapenos.
Okay, I got something.
All
Um,
right.
I feel like it was ancient. There you are. So I don't know what you heard.
I
I
heard
got that you
ancient.
were the horse master for a Saudi sheik in
Ooh.
ancient times. I don't know when. You know, when it's beach or sand or desert, I just can't tell what time it is. But
That's weird. Yeah.
you were the master of the horses, and
Mister
one
of
of
the
one of the horses passed away from colic, and I know that only because I know horses and I'm watching it in my head. And
of
colic.
of oh, wow.
Well, colic in horses is when their guts get blocked, and it's
Oh.
very painful. And if they don't have surgery, even now, they'll die.
Oh god.
Sometimes it'll pass. Sometimes you can give them things to make it pass, you know, enemas and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
it's very bad, and they did not have surgery back then.
Wow.
And you did everything. You did everything right. You tubed him. You tried to get water flowing through, and the horse died, and it was his favorite, and you were blamed.
Aw.
And
You gotta blame somebody.
unfortunate loss. They beat the hell out of you.
Aw.
They beat you to within an inch of your life, and you were mucking stables for the rest of your life. You were no longer
Aw.
the master. So yeah, it was not good. I've been having some unfortunate past lives, but they're it's not all good. That's
Mm.
life. It's not all good at all. And I'm not one of those readers that will just sugarcoat everything. So I say what I see. Does that resonate with you at all, Sunshine?
Sunshine. Did I already do sunshine? No, I did. Did I do sunshine already? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I did. I already said something for sunshine. I was pulling for disruptor. I was trying to pull ahead so that
through a tarot deck, but I keep getting horse images all over the place. All the pages are coming up.
Confirmation. We have 3 more. We got Disruptor, Saurus Rex, Our Vibration, and Mere Dragon left.
Disruptosaurus Rex. I love that name. I can't say it, but I love it. I don't know if you guys can hear me and see me when she's gone, but please and thank you. Mama raised you right.
So Disruptosaurus Rex. I believe that in a past life, this was, and I feel like this is very ancient. I don't have a time frame though. I feel like it was very early AD. I'm actually feeling not like Mayan or yeah, we did yours like at the very beginning, Shining Love Light Truth. We did that one a while ago.
Charlotte, I think you were one of the first ones we did. It should be easy to scroll back and find it.
You were, I'm feeling like very early, maybe very early AD, or it could have even been BC when you, and it, I don't feel like you were Mayan or Aztec, but I feel like it was something in that arena. One of those kind of ancient civilizations where you were the mystic. You were a mystic in one of those. I did a past life regression and found out that I was like an ancient mystic in like ancient Peru. And I feel like this is kind of similar, but I feel like yours is more, it might even be like another Central America, Southern America, and you were the ancient mystic, but you actually, I don't think you wanted to be the mystic. Like you were the mystic because you were brilliant at what you did and you were great at it, but it's not what you wanted to do. You wanted to create. Like I feel like you wanted to be an artist. I keep getting a lot of artist stuff tonight. It wasn't your passion. You did it and you were really good at it, but you wanted to be seen as more and you wanted to do more, but you were kind of forced into this role where you had because you had to serve in that way. And you didn't really get to do what you wanted to do. It wasn't like a bad life. You weren't like, you were unhappy, but you weren't like hurt or beaten or anything like that. It was more just that you weren't doing what you weren't fulfilled because you weren't doing what you really wanted to do. So what did you get, Jan?
I got a shamanic witch.
Nice.
And what it says about a shamanic witch is their foresight on that. It says, reclaim what is rightfully yours. You didn't want to be doing this. Learn trance drumming and journeying. Connect with your power animals and familiars and learn about plant and medicine teachers. But you can call yourself whatever you like because it is all up to you. In this life, you did not want to be this and you wanted to call yourself something else. So, yeah, I can kind of see it. And I'm getting another angry young man thing. Like you were called to be that because your dad was that and he passed and it was your turn and you didn't have a choice.
So I feel like, do you feel like, Disruptor, that there's things that happen in your lives, like your life, that a lot of times it's not your choice? That could be like trying to heal that. Maybe there's things that happen that like in this lifetime or where you're just like, oh, that's not my choice. I'm not doing what I want to do. That could be residual left over from that. Our Vibration. We have 2 left. Our Vibration and Mere Dragon. Sorry, I hope you can't hear my children yelling in the background. Sorry, it's bedtime. My husband's trying to put them to bed and one of them's having a tantrum and I can hear him outside. Please stop. I was trying to do reading earlier and I had a client. Luckily they didn't show, but my kids were upstairs and you could just hear the boom, boom, boom of them just like jumping around upstairs. I was like, really, guys? So we rescheduled. They like mixed up the time and date. So my client rescheduled. We rescheduled them to Sunday, but I was like, I guess it worked out because my kids are so freaking loud. I can't hear you anyway. Okay, sorry. That was my rant about my children. Our vibration. Our vibration. Our vibration.
Wow. Okay, so I'm seeing like a cloister. Not Christian. This is Arabic again. I'm seeing that a harem, and pearl veil. You were not allowed to be seen by anyone else except the women involved and the eunuchs, of course. I'll have to read what that card says, but that's what I got from it was just the cover, the veil. That's the pearl veil, and you had spirit family there, and you were very close, and they separated you. But eventually, when both of you became mothers, you got to live in another place that was for mothers. So together again, and I don't know who that is in this life. I don't have any recollection of anything about it, except that I almost feel like you were sisters in that life, but if not sisters, close like sisters. And you were really heartbroken because she got pregnant first and was moved to the mother's place. And it took you several years before you got pregnant. And then you got to move with her. So that's what I got. You were just miserable for a couple of years, but it ended up working out okay because you guys got to be together again. That's what I got.
So I'm getting a time frame that's like with cobblestone, and I actually feel like it's like 1700s, and I feel like it's Ireland, and I'm not like I'm looking at the more of the cobblestone than the lost card. But then as I asked for some more information, and I got and so in that lifetime something happened where you were hurt. So I feel like you were the male, you were the breadwinner, and you were hurt, you were injured, and I feel like it was some kind of accident, like with like a carriage or like a horse and buggy or something, where some kind of accident where maybe you guys were like derailed and you were injured, and because of that you guys suffered like with money. It was like almost like a reversal of fortune where you were doing like decently and like living. When was the potato famine in Ireland when everyone was like starving? Was that the 1800s?
The potato famine, yeah.
I feel like this was before that. Because the country wasn't like a hot mess. It was more like where there was community that actually helped you, was able to help you. I want to pull one more card on it because I'm trying to. Do you feel like in this lifetime you have a hard time asking for help or accepting help, or like you feel indebted? Like, because I feel like this person, I feel like your community really stepped up and helped you guys and really like made sure you were okay while and I feel like you eventually were able to find some kind of work, but I don't think you were ever the same. And but your community, like where they rallied around you. And I feel like in this lifetime, it's almost like you feel like you owe everybody, or you feel like a hard time accepting help, because I think you felt guilty in that lifetime from it. I don't know if that resonates at all, but that's what I'm getting. So, but yeah, I got that. That's what I got for you. And like I said, I feel like he eventually was able to work. I feel like he ended up having like a limp or something. Okay, thank you, Harley. So this was before that. I was getting like more like 1800s. I asked that question because I felt like the country like I felt like neighbors were in good places. During the potato famine, it was like every man for himself. So that helped me kind of figure out the time frame. Where I think it was pre, because I watched one of those Who Do You Think You Are shows, and it was Rosie O'Donnell's family, and they were in like the potato famine, and like she found out that like her family, like babies died because the moms couldn't eat, so the moms couldn't feed the babies, and I mean it was like awful. I was bawling, but that
That's what
everybody.
brought my grandparents to this country. My
Oh wow,
Irish parents.
yeah. I mean everyone was
Really well here, but yeah, they were fleeing the famine.
Oh, it's awful. We have a whole statue in Boston. I don't know, even though I don't live there anymore, but there's this beautiful statue. It's like dedicated to the in downtown Crossing. That's dedicated to the people that came to Boston to escape the potato famine.
My grandfather was the editor of the Boston Herald.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Bell Street, literally like 4 brownstones from the monument.
That's so cool. I lived in that area for 11 years. I love it. I lived in I miss
Charleston.
it. Oh, that's a cool town. My husband's from that area. He really misses it a lot. So we're in Kansas now for his job, though. He has a really good job here. But we got recruited. That's so cool. All right. So we have one more. Mirror Dragon. Mirror Dragon. All right. What is influencing you today? What past life influenced my most current life? Let's see. What past life influenced your most current life? Oh, snap.
Where?
Also, I know a little bit about Mirror Dragon. I was like, oh, snap. Okay. So I know I'm cheating a little bit because I actually know a little bit about you just from like coming to the different shows. The card I got for you is the past life that's affecting you the most is there was another past life where you struggled, like you couldn't be with the person that you loved. And I know that that's kind of happened to you in this life, but in a different way. I feel like in this lifetime, it was because of, like death, where in that lifetime, it was other circumstances that prevented you from being together. It was another one of those like instances where you were like I feel like it was I feel like it was a long time ago, this one. I don't feel like this one's the one that's influencing you most. Well, it could be. It's not your most recent past life, but I feel like it is influencing this life. This is an ancient one. It's a long, or I don't know if I'd go ancient, but it's a long time ago. You were beautiful, and you were promised, I think your parents pretty much promised you to the family that gave them the most money. Yeah, see, look, I got a similar card. Like a similar beautiful redhead. And you were pretty much promised to the family that offered like the most for you, like for it's like they pay instead of like
Dowry.
them. Yeah,
Dowry.
but instead of you having one, you were sought after. It was different. It was like flipped because you were like a hot commodity. You were like a hottie. So it was like the guy's family actually paid them for you instead of them having to give a dowry. So they're like,
this card is declare your boundaries. I feel like you ran away.
Oh.
Yeah, you said absolutely not and ran away. And the other cards I pulled are Mystic Fog. You were lost. Or just wandering, not knowing what to do. And you have had the determination to do it. Look at all these wandering cards I got. It's crazy. So yeah, I feel like you ran away. I'm sorry. Did I interrupted you? Didn't I?
No, you're good. You're good because I'm trying to. That's all I really saw.
Yeah, I got you. You stomped your feet and bunched your fists up and said, "Hell to the no." I get the feeling it was an old man, a really
Ew.
rich old man, and it was disgusting. And you just said, "Absolutely not."
To the no. Yeah, no, I
And
would.
if you look at, she's crying blood tears.
Aww.
She's like ready for a wedding, but crying blood tears. And she's got blood on her dress too.
And I think in this lifetime, even though it was short, you got to be together in this lifetime. And it's like it was like a balancing out. It's like you're like the yin. I don't know if you and your husband were like almost like opposites. Are you balance yin and yang? It's like a yin and yang, like you fit together. And I feel like in this lifetime, you got to heal that a little bit because you did get to be together.
She's still wandering.
But I know that you and your husband didn't have like a long time together in this lifetime. But I feel that I feel like it was the same person you wanted to be with. I feel like you two have been together for several lifetimes. And in that lifetime, that was who you wanted, but they were trying to force you to be with that old dude.
Interestingly enough, that what drew me to these cards was the pictures, but the Mystic Fog one, what this actually says,
that's really cool,
is embrace the unknown. Mystery leads to discovery. And the other one, the determination one, says face challenges with determination. You can achieve anything. So don't let heartbreak hold you down. You still have a life, and you still should live it to the fullest.
I still feel like you have opportunity for another relationship if you choose. I know I've said that before. I've been saying that. I feel like that's been coming up with me for a little bit, but I still feel like there is another chance for love if you're open to it.
There's always a chance for love if you're open to it.
Yeah.
It's the minute you give up fighting about it, with yourself. Oh God, I can't, or it's never going to happen again, or whatever. So when you give it up, all of a sudden somebody walks in and you go, wow.
No, I feel like there's someone who is like almost like like someone that like compliments you again, like an opposite, like kind of like a yin and a yang, because like the yin and the yang here. They remind me of like the two like the black and white of the yin and the yang coin. Remember those? I used to wear those like the 90s, like the little chokers.
I see that different. I see that as being totally different from the love that she lost. A whole different.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's like, yeah,
it's not a replacement, it's different.
Yeah, I love that you phrased it that way. I just meant it was someone that would compliment her very well.
Yeah,
but yeah, I love
but
that
in a whole different way. In a whole different way.
I still feel like that there's opportunity for just for like a nice relationship. And yeah, like you said, not a replacement, just a second chance, a second act. And when we get up to spirit, when we go to spirit, when we're in spirit, no one's fighting. We're not fighting with them. We're not, I'm not going to be like fighting with.
Nobody's angry.
They're not fighting over you. They're like, oh, good. You found each other. Good. Okay, now.
When I'm in the liminal space and I see through it, then everybody's just happy. They're glad to be there,
I don't want to die tomorrow, but I'm not gonna lie, I am excited for paradise. I just don't want to suffer. I just don't want to suffer.
I'm 66 years old, and you start to come to grips with your mortality, and it used to scare the hell out of me. It doesn't scare me anymore. now that I have a lifeline to the liminal spaces, damn, they having a good time. It's the way they always wanted it to be,
Yeah, I mean, my grandpa like dances around like he's a little leprechaun, like hopping around, having a blast.
I'm not suicidal, but I won't be
I'm the
sad.
same way. I just don't want to suffer. I don't like pain in any form.
Well, if I
So we got
start suffering, I may become suicidal. I would put a dog down in pain.
Yeah, they should let.
I
I know
think
there's
people
stuff.
should have that right too.
I
We're kinder
agree.
to our animals than we are to ourselves.
I agree. I feel like, say, aren't there places in like the Pacific Northwest or like Washington where you can, but it's
I think you can do that in Oregon.
Oregon.
Well, you
Yeah.
used to be able to. Who knows with what's going on these days?
Yeah. I
And
think
I believe you could do that in Canada.
like you know, obviously they should have like you should talk to a therapist first. They can make sure that you're really of sound mind, you know, that you're not just having like a bad day. But I feel like people should have that choice
Yeah,
too.
they require counseling and stuff before you
Yeah.
do
And I
this.
agree with
But
that.
the
You
thing
want
is,
to make
if you
sure.
know you've got something coming that's going to completely disable you, you need to do that
Like
before it
if
does.
you know you have like ALS,
Yeah,
yeah, you shouldn't have to suffer with that. That's horrible. It's a
it's a
horrible
horrible
thing.
disease. My ex-husband passed from ALS.
It's horrible. That's like one of the
And
ones where you're like trapped in your own body. No, thank you.
yeah, it made me feel bad that I wished horrible things on him. He was not a nice man, but he got horrible things. I really felt bad about that, but
Yeah.
I didn't do any spell work on it.
No,
No, I don't do spell work on bad things ever.
I don't either. I do protection work. I mean, I'll do protection
Yeah,
things where like return to sender shit, where if they send
I'll
bad
do a
shit to
shut
me,
the fuck up spell in a heartbeat.
and if they do
But
something that's need to be, that shit bounces. But that's their own shit coming
that's
back.
on them. Yeah, that's on them.
Mhm.
My personal philosophy is karma be swift, justice be done. I wish no harm on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
yeah, and I say that after I do a shut the fuck up spell.
I love
wish
it.
no harm, but if you're gonna talk, you're gonna not talk about me.
Or you could do one. I like ones for that will bring me prosperity. So I'll be like, if you're gonna trash talk me, it's gonna come into my abundance. I'll do all those different ones for like if
I
you
like that. I like that.
it brings me more. Yeah, I love that. Did I tell you that
thank you for
beefed
letting us
up?
read for you, Mirror Dragon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Your Dragon. Yes, we collaborate. We collaborate like once a month. I was just June was a hot mess for me because I was working at a summer camp too. So I was trying to do like two different things and do my writing job. But is someone trying to bust in here? What? I'm on a show, right? Yeah, he just wants to be a YouTuber. What's up?
Brother, and he like falls on the couch
Mm-hmm.
and he like ran into me and he uses up and push me.
Did you talk to your father about it? Because you know I'm clearly
I
online.
was crying. I did cry.
Did you talk to your father who's watching you? Your face has food all over it. You have pizza sauce on your face. He's like talking about he's going like this. Yeah, I got hurt earlier. I'm like looking at myself in the camera. Okay, scream. I love you. And they're like, yeah, did you see me earlier and I was crying? And he's like going like this, like this. He's my little hand.
I'm guessing it's time to go. You got a mom life to deal with.
I do. But yes, we will collaborate again.
Yes.
This was super fun.
We'll set that up.
We will
Later.
One for August. So yeah. So everyone,
thank you so much for reading with me, and thank you all so much for letting us read for you. That was
fun.
Really fun. I was so looking forward to this, and it was worth it.
Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
And don't forget to like both channels. Comment, do all the YouTube things. A 7-word comment like kicks our algorithm in the butt. It's nice.
I didn't.
So yeah, if they would leave 7 words, the algorithm picks it up. And you have to do that after the live. When the live closes, you go back in to the replay and just leave a quick message.
We would really appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah. I got to check the scores on the games I read for today. I did some World Cup readings, and I was so wrong on like the games I read for yesterday. So I tried to
Karen's been doing that.
Hers are like awesome. Mine are because I know nothing. Mine are so cold because I know nothing about the sport except for what I've learned on Ted Lasso. So like Karen
Harvey says it can be 7 emojis too.
Oh, sweet. Karen actually knows her shit. Like Karen knows about the game. She knows a lot about the brackets. And I'll text her. I'm like, oh, I was so wrong about this one. And she'll just like laugh.
I used to predict football games, and it was really funny because I don't like football. But I was good at predicting.
It's just fun. I like to read the card. I like to pull the cards and be like, I actually picked Bosnia as winning because they had better cards than the USA. And I texted Karen, and Karen's like, no, dude, USA is gonna win. Like I was like, oh, I was so wrong. I was way off. I tried it a different way today, though. I tried actually breaking up each one. It did 3 different videos, and then I used InShot to put them all together because that way I could reshuffle cards, and I wouldn't like use a card and not be able to use it again. So tried it that way to see. But are you going to be on the show tomorrow?
I don't know. I might do a pop-up.
Cool.
I want to do a kitchen. I have some stuff I want to ferment, but I don't know if I can stand in the kitchen that long right now. So
gotcha.
I might do it in stages and then film it.
Oh yeah. Well, you can use InShot to put them together.
Oh, I use or
CapCut.
CapCut.
Oh yeah. I have to learn CapCut, but they're all simple.
It's pretty simple. I'm not, beautiful at it, and I definitely have the attitude of you get what you get. I'm giving information. If you don't want it, don't take it. If it's glitchy or I make a mistake, you get what you get.
I'm not the best like at a filming person either, so I've gotten better at thumbnails though.
I use AI for my thumbnails.
I do too. That's what Nate does, and he taught me how to do it.
I get some good ones. I've gotten some really nice ones.
You tell it what you want. I thought the thumbnail for this one ended up looking really cool.
I thought it looked awesome. Yeah. I did a really cool one with for Judy in the Skies.
Oh, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I did a cool thumbnail for that. It's on my posts right now.
Nice.
Or in my upcoming lives.
I'll have to go look. Because you just tell it what you want. So I used to use Canva, and it would take me forever on Canva, and now it's done. Now I use
Canva sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I use ChatGPT. I use whatever looks good at the time. I keep having this thought that I want to make a thumbnail. I got to get them together to do a show together so I can make a thumbnail for them. But I want to do Akilah B and Judy in the Skies because they're like mirror opposites. Akilah B's got the white streak and the dark hair, and Judy's got the dark streak and the white hair. And it's like ebony and ivory. It cracks me up every time I think about it. They're like mirrors of each other.
That's cute, though. I love that. Well, Denise and Jackie B and I want to do it. Probably won't do it till August. We're all so busy, but we want to do just a fun the blonde, the brunette, and the redhead show. Because we all have different. Yeah, we could have the purple too. We could just make it a party.
Can you believe I'm 66? Look at these roots. I barely have any gray.
Oh my god, I have so much gray. I'm 46, and I have so much gray that I highlight.
My roots are still brown. I have a little bit of white in the front, but that's it.
Good for you.
I'm dark still.
I started going gray when I was 18, but I'm a Capricorn.
I'm an Aries. My hair's gonna stay auburn forever, I think.
Nice. I know, and I love the purple.
All right.
Oh,
I think we're talking like we're backstage.
Oops. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
People are still watching, though.